What's up? It's Mixmaster B here for MMB Radio right on mixmasterb.com. And what you're about to listen is an interview I did with a local singer, actress, what have you, entrepreneur, Bernadette DeSimone. We conducted it at her place. So we talked about a lot of different things going on in her world, how she got started. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Leave a comment on the page. Go ahead and retweet it, post it on Facebook, make mentions of it, and let everybody know you heard it right here on mixmasterb.com.
Mixmaster B here for MMB Radio, and with me right now I have Miss Bernadette DeSimone. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well.
And, okay, so you're a singer, dancer, actress, like, you do it all, right?
Yeah, well, I'm a recording artist, but I love to sing. I love to dance. I'm an actress. You know, it's just what I've grown up doing my entire life. I don't know really anything else. So yeah, that's it. That's me.
Okay, so we'll start from the earliest stages. This feels like a therapy session.
Yeah.
Okay, from the earliest stages. Okay, so when was the youngest time that you ever performed? Like that you knew you were gonna this is something like you do? Like did your parents put you in pageants? You know, were you not like one of these John Benet Ramsey type deals where that creepy Tyler Santiera type shit, were you?
Here's the funny thing. I really wanted to be in dance class, and my mom was potty training me because I was 2. I remember she said,
"You were doing a pee-pee dance?
If you pee-pee in the potty, you can go to dancing school."
Mm-hmm.
So that was it. I've been dancing since I was 2 years old,
okay.
And then I did do pageants, and this is why.
Okay.
I was competitive out the gate, but I wasn't athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And
I can totally relate. Anybody knows MMB, believe me. I'm not LeBron James.
But I loved competition, and I also liked dance and singing and performance. And the pageant world was the only thing that combined at that time the competition and the performance. So pageants actually fit me in a way that helped my career to grow, and it helped me out as a young kid to get stage presence and see how it felt to be judged. But my mom never went over the top with all the glam stuff and the fake teeth or anything. My mom just kept beauty really natural.
Kept all the baby teeth.
That's it. Kept all the baby teeth. Even if they fell out, she would put them back.
Yeah, put them in a little baggie and put them under the pillow, and going on to the next pageant.
That's right. But pageants help me out. I'm actually a supporter of that kind of pageant if it's done in the right way, because it gave me confidence to perform on stage and other things that you learn from doing that kind of thing, pageants.
So at what age were you like, you know what, I think I'm going to pursue this as a career, not just, for a hobby, but something that I really want to see if this is what is meant for me?
I tried out for community theater, and I auditioned for a role at the Ritz Theater in Oakland, New Jersey, and I got a role in a performance of Meet Me in St. Louis. So local, I tried it, with my community theater. I got the role, and that was it. And then I was performing, Friday, Saturday night, and a Sunday matinee for the summertime when I was 11. So that's when I got the bug. And then I would go back and audition for other things at the Ritz, always community theater, and really trying to polish my act. But I felt really comfortable being on stage from that kind of thing.
Now, we spoke a little bit of what type of genre of music you're doing, and you mentioned doing EDM and stuff, but what is, not the label, because labeling sucks,
mm-hmm.
but what type of genre, realm of music, if people were interested in or hearing your music, where would you put yourself?
See, that's where I'm trying to find, and I'm always evolving as an artist and trying to find, my lane. I love, from the bottom of my heart, like I told you before, I love hip-hop music. And if I were to do a rap album, I'd feel real comfortable doing that. I love pop, and I feel like my voice sounds best on pop records. I love R&B. But, my background is show tunes, so I love that too. Right now, what I'm really doing is that EDM, and I feel like vocally and the way I'm writing songs, that's my lane currently. So I love how my vocals sound on the EDM, and I've been getting a lot of hits, from working with that kind of EDM producer.
Now, you mentioned that you were with a group, like, I guess it's like you had the boy band, so you had a girl band.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that, how that all got started. Like, who are all they?
Oh, there was 4 of us. We're the bad girls. And it was my sister and I and 2 other sisters. And we got together, started singing together, started recording songs and writing songs together. We had a little album out, and we're showcasing our band and things like that. And we got a couple of really good leads and good bites off of that girl group, and I loved every minute of it. I love singing with my sister, and I love performing and dancing. So that was a real fun time in my life, that whole period of time.
Now, you mentioned you perform with your sister, so people locally might, know you or know of you. You auditioned for American Idol, and you actually got to go to Hollywood, which is a pretty surreal feeling, I would assume, right?
Absolutely. And, when you're first auditioning and you're there in the stadium, and you're thinking, wow, this stadium is getting packed with other performers and other singers. How am I going to get a chance to shine and then move on and perform for the judges? And it's something that you fear, but in the same thing, you have to believe in yourself and know, I'm going to get through. And I was really surprised that my sister and I got picked to be on the show. American Idol really helped us out a lot, and gave an opportunity to show us on national TV, because from that point on, I felt like I was working, but I wasn't a singer. And American Idol turned me into a singer. That's when people were like, oh, what does Bernadette do? She's a singer. Because obviously, a singer on that show would get through to Hollywood. So it kind of put the stamp on, okay, you're doing the right thing, don't give up.
Now, did you think because you were sisters that kind of helped, or like,
oh, yeah.
Or do you think if you would have went solo, or was that an advantage?
Yeah, absolutely an advantage. And because at the end of the day, American Idol is a TV show. They're looking for episodes of a show. They want to know, a story, because they want to keep people interested and have sort of a different approach to these reality TV shows. So definitely, my sister and I, that was the gimmick. And I love singing with my sister. It's amazing. So I'm thankful that they let us through and gave us a shot to be on national TV. 30 million viewers 3 times a week. That's huge.
It is. Definitely is. And you say you perform with your sister, and if you check out on mixedmasterb.com, you did a little cover of Justin Timberlake's Suit and Tie. Who are, before we get into how that all came about, who are some of your musical influences?
Right now, I'm steady on repeat on Rihanna's new album. I think everything she's doing right now is fresh and new, exciting. I love Mariah Carey, of course. She's my idol. She has been since I started singing. I love Lady Gaga. I love Beyonce. I like really powerful women who are, really confident in singing. But I was raised on Judy Garland and Barbra Streisand too, so I have an old soul when it comes to who's inspired me as an artist. But Rihanna right now, her music's great. So.
All right, so we talked about the suit and tie. So we were talking about this a little bit before the interview. So what made you decide that I'm going to do a suit and tie, but we're going to give it a female kind of flair to it?
When I do a cover, when I pick something to cover, I always want it to be really, really new. So the suit and tie was just leaked or just released a few days before, and I told my sister, we have to do this right now, this week, because I want them to search in YouTube for Justin Timberlake, because it's new, and then stumble across, our cover. So we went into the studio, we gave it our own twist. We didn't, do it exactly like Justin Timberlake would, but we gave it our own twist. And a week later, we shot the video. It took us a couple hours, and then crossed our fingers, and we put it on YouTube. So.
And where are we at, hits-wise now? Do you currently know?
I don't know. I think we're a little bit under 3,000, but that's not too bad. It's only been out a month, but more views. I want to get more views on that.
So definitely check that out. Go ahead and go on YouTube. share it, tweet it out. And speaking of social medias, everybody's doing a social media thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really like interactive with people in there who are like I would say are fans, or is it kind of like you're just doing your personal thing, or?
Actually, both. I have a Bernadette DeSimone official fan site where I'm interactive with my friends, with my fans, internationally, so they can, see my pictures and videos and music there. And usually if they send me a message, I'll get back to them. If I understand their language, sometimes I have to put it on Google Translate and understand what they're asking, because a lot of my fans are, speak Spanish, and they're from Mexico or Belgium, or, they're Swedish. But, I love my fans.
They got great fish, by the way.
I love Swedish fish.
Swedish fish.
Delicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best import from Sweden are the fish, I have to say.
They're delicious.
Although Swiss Miss is a quick second.
Swiss cheese, too.
Yeah, but that's kind of the bad. Like, if Swiss Miss is smelling and tasting like Swiss cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little, you don't know how those internationals get down.
Yeah, see?
But you mentioned that, like, international fans, like, a lot of artists, they kind of, like, get their start internationally. Even though they're born here, raised in the United States, doing their thing here, they get their shine on internationally.
Right.
What is, like, your plans? Do you plan on doing something, like, where you plan on, like, expanding over there, or you just kind of just conquering right here?
Well, I would absolutely love to tour anywhere, say in Japan. I would love to go overseas and do, Great Britain and England and Wales and Mexico and Canada. I mean, anywhere in the world right now, I would love to take over. And I think, international success at this point is somehow even more important than American success, and it's people in other countries will buy your album. They'll go to see your movie, and yeah, absolutely expand.
They're really loyal.
They really are.
Like, when they get behind an artist, like,
absolutely,
they go crazy with that.
They love an artist and they'll follow it, and they're loyal. You're right.
So we mentioned albums. Like, what do you have right now that's recorded that, like, if fans wanted to purchase, download, stream, like, what do you have currently right out now?
DJ Tom Colantonio. He is an EMD producer and DJ, and you can find our songs on SoundCloud. Up Go featuring Bernadette DeSimone, and one of my favorite tracks called Metal. And I cannot wait till you guys hear Metal, because Metal is like my heart pouring out. It's not heavy metal. It's not a song about heavy metal. Just saying in the song is like, it's a little deep. It's talking about metal as an energy and not as like an element. So it's one of the lyrics is, you suck the metal out of me, and like you're sucking my energy out of me. But that's one of my favorite songs I have out right now, and that's the one I'm going to be performing.
And talking about performing, you have an upcoming show in Atlantic City. Tell us a little bit about this.
I love performing in Atlantic City, first of all, because there's just a certain vibe there, and it's, I rep Jersey, I love Philly, and I always will. I'll always rep Jersey and Philly. Atlantic City is special. It's going to be at Dusk Nightclub in Caesars on Saturday, March 30th. And DJ Tom Colantonio will be live guitar. I'm going to be singing Metal and Up Go, and then we have a guy featuring a rapper named Ryan Banks. He will be in the building, and he's going to be performing too. But, performing EMD tracks at Dusk Nightclub, I mean, really, when you think about it, that's amazing. That's what I want. I want everybody to hear what we've been up to.
So you mentioned Ryan Banks and all these other people that you are currently working with. Who would you most likely, Rihanna and Mariah Carey. I think I already know the answer to this, but who would you love to collaborate with?
Oh my gosh, so many people. Mariah Carey, I would love to write for her, absolutely, but Justin Timberlake, for sure. I would love to do a duet with him on some sort of like an old Frank Sinatra song, because he's been inspiring me with that whole suit and tie thing. I think he's like way ahead of his time with that. Or he's also on these, getting classic with his time. Whatever it is, it's refreshing. And right now, Justin Timberlake, I would love to do a duet with.
He's definitely pimping the game right now.
Absolutely.
Okay, so kind of a little odd, weird questions now. Okay,
Yeah.
what is so you don't even know what I'm gonna
I know,
ask?
you said odd, weird, it made me nervous.
You had to brace yourself for these.
Yeah.
Okay, music-wise, different artists buying different albums. What is one album that you're almost, don't have to be embarrassed to say that you bought, but what's an album that you own that is like, people might look at you a little funny?
Okay, the album is by a group called Aqua, and they sing a song that was popular. It was called Barbie Girl. And I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite albums. Aqua is a really, I like their sound. They're an international. I think actually they're Swedish, but I'm not 100% on that. But when it comes on, say in a shuffle in my iPod, I get real embarrassed that Barbie Girl.
She's fantastic.
is on, but her voice and the other songs on that album are, I really like them. They're incredible.
I never thought anybody that's made of plastic could be so, talented. Yeah, fantastic,
Yeah.
So, to say, like, no, what I own, like, because I'm pretty eclectic when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff that I own, like, people look through my laptop and they're like, really? Like, you have this song? But say, I can always fall back on it. I DJ, so I need to have it.
Exactly. So what is your embarrassing one?
It's not really embarrassing. I got some really weird, like, soundtracks. Like, everybody, like, has, like, the Ninja Turtles soundtrack. Like, Go Ninja Go, like, Vanilla Ice. Dude. Yeah.
Who doesn't have that?
Exactly.
It's a staple.
Rock the tape till it pops, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's one of the ones that I have. But it's not about me. It's about you. Okay. So, all right, we talked about who you want to work with. What is your long-term and short-term goals?
Short-term right now is to find the right producers to put a little mixtape together. I love EMD, but I would like to do some stuff in other genres too. I would love to do like a hip-hop mixtape with a sort of like a pop edge to it. Any producers out there that have beats, email me, please let me know. I want to get that started like immediately. Also, I'm working on a video for metal, which is exciting, and I just want to keep cooking that kind of stuff. Also, long-term goals, I see myself acting. I love acting. I've got, a little movie coming out right now called Planet Mirrorball, which is still in the works, but it's been amazing just to act again and get back to my roots, So, long-term, who knows? I live it one day at a time. I always do every day what I want to do. I always do what gives me peace and what brings me joy every day, because I want to be positive and live, that kind of lifestyle. So, who knows what the world will bring? Who knows how long I'm going to be on this earth? I just one day at a time and do what I love every single day. Push this music. I love it. It fulfills me.
And we're talking with Bernadette DeSimone here, artist, recording artist, dancer, as we mentioned, and actress. And he said Mirror Ball, Dance Ball, like
Planet Mirror Ball.
Planet Mirror Ball.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like NASA needs Dancing with the Stars.
Oh my God.
So, like, explain this to me.
That's a good way to put it. It's sort of a sci-fi kind of cult, movie, and it's based in the 70s. And everybody's can dance, and there's a lot of disco sounds, and a disco soundtrack, and it's about two sort of planets in their war against each other, and it's a disco war, and it's a fantastic fantasy world of disco and and love.
And if anybody's ever survived the 70s, can totally relate to the sci-fi fantasy world of two planets connecting. It usually has, laces of acid and like some other unknown
Depends
drugs.
on what drugs you're on. Yeah.
So when can we expect that out?
Well, that's still in the works right now. We're still recording like I'm recording an album. We're still filming the rest of that, but there's an extended trailer that's going to be out very, very soon. You can go on planetmirrorball.com. and see all the behind the scenes.
Now we're gonna have like a soundtrack to it. Can we expect to hear you do some songs?
Yeah,
for that?
I do a lot of songs on the soundtrack, and I'm really, really proud of that. It's another thing I've been working on, just writing, going back in time and writing these disco hits, which I love. I love disco. So.
Who do you like as far as disco? Like.
Oh my gosh, Donna Summer. I listened to Donna Summer a lot growing up because my mom was a disco queen in her day, and she really loved it. My mom's a great dancer, so we always had like disco tunes, playing in the background. It's like the soundtrack actually to my life, so.
You weren't like roller skating around the house?
Yeah, actually we were. And the funny thing is, my sister and I, we only had one pair of roller skates at one time, so she would have the left foot on, and I would have the right foot on.
So it's kind of like skateboarding without the skateboard.
Yeah. We loved we loved roller skating, and it was always in the house. There was always a constant hum in the house. There was always like electricity, always something going on. It's a good energy, and music has a lot to do with that. Especially music that's uplifting, and I love disco, and that's what played, and that's probably why I write the way I write, and my melodies sound the way they sound because it's all influenced on what I heard growing up.
All right. Well, like I said, I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us.
Thank you.
We look to big things. Let everybody know again about this performance that's going on.
It's going to be at Caesars in Atlantic City, Dusk Nightclub, Saturday, March 30th, 2013. And I hope y'all show up and show some love. EMD, and it should be a great night.
Be there.
Yeah.
Plug the Instagram. I know you're new on the Instagram.
Instagram
because I know you were trying that out, and you're just like
what
thing at a time. You just did Twitter and you got Instagram. So let everybody know before we get out of here, like where they can all kind of connect.
You got it.
Follow you.
Follow me on Twitter. I'm Bernadette Bernadette DES on Twitter, and then my Instagram is BA DeSimone, Bad E Simone, and then. Bernadette DeSimone official fan site, and keep up to date on where I'm going to be in the area doing performances, and follow and hang out with me and say hello and download the music and say hi and pop in and say hello.
Definitely support the local artists.
That's right.
And we appreciate it again for your time, and we'll be catching up with you real soon. We're going to be, doing all kinds of things. We want to hear more of that music, so we have to put that on mixmasterb.com and definitely get people to come out to the show and hit her up on Instagram and see all the wild zany photos. My favorite is when she throws a hissy fit in the mall. And if you follow that on Instagram, you'll figure it out. But she calmed down. She got a little Annie ants in the system. She was good for the rest of the night. So she has a little short-tempered side. You just got to give her a pretzel, and she's good. So we thank you again for talking with us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey everybody, this is Bernadette DeSimone, and you're listening to Mixmaster B, the best DJ in the world. Hey yo, B!